And we begin tonight with the president of Iullucci Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy, Paul Iullucci. And Paul is joined tonight by Lawrence Almagno. He's the owner and CEO of the Rhode Island Rebellion Rugby League. And you're wondering, how did these two guys come together? Well, that's what the next few minutes is all about. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Nice to see you.
Great to see you, Frank.
So deliver the exciting news about your partnership with these folks.
Well, what we did is Iullucci Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy decided to partner with Lawrence and the Rhode Island Rebellion to really foster a relationship, physical activity, and health and fitness in youth sports. And part of that is the Rebellion is, of course, a rugby league team, which is a little bit different than rugby union. It's a lot faster sport, a lot more exciting. And what we wanted to do is bring that excitement to youth sports. And in order to help them out and then also help out a local inner city school, we contracted with Classical High School to provide $10,000 towards bleachers for the school. That will provide bleachers for all of their outdoor sports at their facility, which is a nice turf field. And then at the same time, the Rebellion will use the same facilities in order to play their games.
We have some video here of the presentation that you made, I believe, last week.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, that's very nice, very nice. And Lawrence, tell me a little bit about the partnership from your angle. How does that help your cause?
Well, the Rebellion, like I said, part of our mission, besides bringing high-level rugby league here to Rhode Island, is also working with the youth. So we work with over 56 middle school kids with the Providence After School Alliance, and we're working with kids at the training school through the Institute for Study and Practice in Nonviolence, which Paul supports by providing, not only health tips, but also physical education on stretching tips and injury prevention tips, which is really great all around. And his donation goes to bring up the sport and bring up the kids' confidence, knowing that they're playing in a high-level facility.
How long have you been at it?
I've been playing rugby since I was 15, rugby league. This is my, fourth season involved with the sport. We're going into our second season with the Rhode Island Rebellion, and Paul's been in it since the beginning.
And what about the kids? Was it initially a tough sell to get them involved? It's something new. I mean, there's a lot of sports out there. How did you turn them on to rugby? Well,
it wasn't a tough sell, to be honest. I mean, that was my main goal in starting the Rebellion. Having worked with Hendricken and starting that team back in 2000. My main goal is exposing it to the kids in the inner city, which, they've loved. I mean, we had a waiting list at Roger Williams and Isaac Hopkins because the kids enjoyed it, boys and girls.
So that's on middle school level or high school level?
Middle school level, and right now we're working to get into the high schools, hopefully this spring. And through the Providence After School Alliance and the Institute in Study of Practice and Nonviolence and Paul Iullucci, it's been a huge success.
Right, I think that's the critical component. A lot of times you've heard me talk about high school sports, youth sports. What we really want to do is bring this to all levels of organized sport. And if we can reach out and help promote nonviolent activity, nonviolence in our society, as well as youth sports, youth health, youth fitness, and then at the same time teach them skills, leadership skills, teamwork, and things like that that'll better them throughout society. I think that's a huge component of what we need to bring, not just the sports medicine thing that you hear me so much discussing here.
What type of kid is ideally suited to play the game of rugby? I mean, there's components from different sports that kind of go into making up rugby.
A kid who's semi-good at basketball, semi-good at football, not a superstar athlete in any one of those sports, but they're quick, they're fast, they get good ball awareness skills. All of them can be honed in to rugby. I mean, some of the top players on the Rebellion are former wrestlers for Johnson or Cranston High School, and some of them wrestling at the collegiate level. I mean those skills are all transferable. So it's a great time, and that camaraderie that rugby builds, it's it's more of a family than anything else, on top of being a sport. Is something that we can really change the society with.
Well, it's very great to have you here tonight, Lawrence, talk a little bit about your program, and best of luck with all of the initiatives that you folks have, and hopefully we'll get you back here in the future to talk a little bit more about the success of the program.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Frank.
Thanks for joining us.